Hey folks, we're what is it? Day
two of ICAST
of the
2024 or 23, whatever. ICAST 2023.
So I'm here with Mike Thorson at the Batson Enterprises booth, and we're looking at some Rainshadow blanks. In particular, one of the builds that I want to do coming up is going to be that bladed jig, that chatterbait jackhammer.
Right.
Yeah, I need that on a bait caster.
Right.
And I know I've listened to Jameson quite a bit, and he loves the Judge in particular.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let Mike talk a little bit about what's unique about this particular Rainshadow blank that makes it a good option for your bladed jigs.
Right. Hey, hello everybody. The Judge we've had previously, we just basically have a revised vendor, and we were able to bring the price down a little bit. But the Judge has been around for quite a while. It's a 3-material blank design. The primary pattern in this is a glass. Then there's a secondary pattern of 24-ton graphite. And then we do put a custom woven graphite in the butt section of this that you can kind of see right now. And we turn it 45 degrees. What that does is it adds lifting power in the bottom, and it also reduces the torque left to right when you're fighting a larger fish. So it works out really, really well. The beauty of the Judge for reaction baits like crankbaits or spinnerbaits or chatterbaits is that the softer action that the glass brings is great. Bass, when they hit a lure, flare their gills and suck water through, so you want the tip to be a little bit softer.
Let me grab this, and you can
bend it a little
I'm
bit.
kind of doing this lefty, but
yeah. You see how the tip deflects, but as I load this blank, you start to see it parabolic through the middle.
Right.
The beauty of that is with a chatterbait or crankbait, a lot of times it's a lip or mouth hooked fish, and the first time they see the boat or kayak or canoe or whatever you're in, or the bank for that matter, they're going to want to make a run. With a real stiff carbon blanket, you're giving them a lever to pull the bait free or the hook free. With that softer action, they really can't do that. All glass rods have their place throwing crankbaits, and some guys prefer that. The downside to them is they're generally large in diameter, which these are not, and kind of heavy. And when you get into a situation where you're fishing let's say a rattle trap around emergent reeds or whatever, and you want to rip the bait through the reeds, with a conventional glass rod, the weeds are just going to load the tip up and you're done. You're not going to feel it real well. It'll just get mushy and then you're done. You got to bring the bait in, clean it, start over. With this rod, it's sensitive enough that you'll feel that happen and you can snap it, and there's enough quickness to the blank that the weeds will rip free and you continue that cast. You're not wasting a lot of energy. So again, the beauty of these, smaller diameter, higher sensitivity, but all the benefits of glass with none of the downside, which is the weight, large diameter, and a lack of sensitivity on certain types of presentations.
Beautiful. I appreciate the explanation of the design of the Judge, and I know I'll be building on it here very, very soon. So
yeah, it's an awesome blank. We have them in a number of different lengths and powers: medium and 7 foot and 710, and then medium heavy in 7 foot and 710. Those are real popular for some of the larger crankbaits out there. Then we have a whole slug of them for saltwater applications as well.
I think that medium heavy is going to be the right one for, it's moderate fast.
That's right.
So that's what I've been, throwing on for the bladed jig, and and that's, I think that's the one I'm going to build on.
Yeah, the 3/8 to ½ ounce range is what you're probably going to have on most of those chatterbaits, and that blank's going to be a little better suited. This will be the medium would be a little on the light side. This would be awesome for smaller crankbaits. Some guys kind of a secret bait out there that a lot of people don't talk about, the good old shad wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, it's caught bait for decades.
Cold water killer.
Right. The downside to a shad wrap is they're kind of hard to cast because it's a balsa lure.
Sure.
Number 5s and 7s are what a lot of guys throw.
But you moderate.
You take this 7 foot and you build it as a spinning rod. Oh my God, it's a shad wrap casting machine.
Oh,
I've got one set up just for that purpose. use a spinning reel so you can cast those lighter baits. It really works well.
Yeah, it's
Keep
an
that
old
in
school
mind.
lure that so many people have just either stopped throwing, and it's one that still works.
Oh man, yeah,
exceptionally well.
I must have 30 of them, you know, in my box, and I still use them on a regular basis.
Awesome.
All right,
Appreciate your expertise, Mike.
you bet.